Hello, I'm Senator Mitch McConnell, and I'm pleased to welcome you to the University of Louisville for the annual lecture on Asian democracy. For those of you visiting Kentucky from afar, you may know Louisville as the home of the Kentucky Derby, the world's premier horse racing event, often called the greatest 2 minutes in sports. We have much to be proud of here in the River City, particularly the University of Louisville, one of the nation's top urban research universities. And the Center for Asian Democracy is helping U of L lead the way. Established in 2006, the center promotes the research and study of the changing political dynamics of one of the world's most vital regions under the leadership of its director, Dr. Jason Abbott. Let me also thank Ambassador Derek Mitchell for being here today to address this gathering. Ambassador Mitchell, as America's special representative and policy coordinator for Burma, I'm sure you will have a captivated audience. It appears that Burma has made more progress toward democracy in the past 6 months than it has in the previous 2 decades. As one who has led the way in shaping U.S. policy toward Burma for over 20 years, and as the lead author in the U.S. Senate of an annual sanctions bill aimed at encouraging the Burmese government to reform, this is very, very welcome news. Of course, I had the great honor and privilege to travel to Burma recently and meet the woman who, for over 2 decades, has embodied the struggle for peace in her oppressed country. After Aung San Suu Kyi's political party won 80% of the vote in a free and fair election, the Burmese military regime dismissed the results and kept her under house arrest for most of the last 22 years. By her courage and patience, that justice delayed would not be justice denied. She has kept the hope of freedom in her country alive. I've long admired Aung San Suu Kyi from afar. She once took a great risk to smuggle out of Burma a letter thanking me for my support, a letter I proudly have to this day. But never did I think I would get to meet the Nobel laureate in person. The new civilian government in Burma has made undeniably positive steps toward reform. In addition to releasing Suu Kyi from house arrest, scores of other political prisoners have been freed. And one of the longest-standing armed conflicts in the world, the Burmese government's campaign against the ethnic minority called the Karen, has apparently been brought to a close. Many Karen people who have fled Burma now call Kentucky home. I had the chance to meet with many of them and other refugees from Burma now resettled in Kentucky at Louisville's Crescent Hill Baptist Church this past Saturday. I enjoyed meeting them and was pleased to relay that change is in the air for their country. Of course, the government of Burma still has a long way to go to achieve real, lasting reform. The next test will be elections to fill 48 seats of the national parliament on April 1st. Suu Kyi intends to run. The government must also fully reconcile with Burma's ethnic minorities, and questions about Burma's relationship with North Korea must be answered. I can assure you that I will be watching what the Burmese government does in these and other matters very carefully from Washington. My trip to Burma has filled me with great hope for its people, hope that they will one day be free to elect their own leaders, and that every person, regardless of ethnic group, can enjoy equal rights and full protection under the law. You have my best wishes for an illuminating and successful conference. These are exciting times for all who care about the future of the people of Burma. Thank you, and have a good evening.